Happy holidays, my Planet Coaster friends. I hope everybody is having fantastic holidays if you're on them, or if you're going to be on holidays soon. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And here we are back in Project PlanCo, and we're moving on to the Xmas Town, which is technically just Festive, I guess. The Festive pack that came with a Planet Coaster. I believe it was the first free update that came with Planet Coaster. The game came out November 17th, 2016, right? And along just a month later, they came out with the Festive update that was a free for everybody, which included the gingerbread stuff, the candy. I think there was like a few extra shops that came out with the pack. I think that's when Missy Goods came out as well. Missy Goods was a part of that update, if I'm not mistaken, and she's going to have a prominent part in our park as well. So yeah, I think she was added in, as well as a few extra shops that they didn't have time for the release of the game. So that was very cool of Frontier to do that. So in total, we have a Christmas village that consists of 15 different blueprints, and I have about 10 of them here today. So we're gonna get all 10 in, and I mean, might as well just go ham, and that'll complete like what's 66% of the Christmas villa. And then when we get the last one in, revisiting this area, when the final ones come in, we'll give the ride a go. And then that way, even though there's less content in the next one, we make up for that by checking out the ride, as it will then be fully themed. Most of these builds are beginner builders and builders. So Batch just thought, hey, I guess what is a somewhat easy beginner style build that doesn't have a whole lot of complications? And that would be that of the Festive, right? You can do whatever you want. It's the spirit of Christmas. Have a little bit of fun. You just make a fun little Christmas build and cover it with lights. Oh, I completely forgot. In the last episode, I forgot to check Tiki Chiki at night. And I know people are going to be in the comments going, you never checked out Tiki at night. So we're going to do that in this episode. Just to start things off, we're going to take a look at this area at night, because if I forgot to do that, yeah, I want people to see that. And if the episodes are coming out rapidly now, because I'm recording them in succession, then it will only have been probably like 2 days ago that video came out. And I did say that this one probably had no lighting, so I added in those little tiki torches. Probably could use a little bit more lighting, but if I didn't add those tiki torches in, then yeah, it would be completely dark. So I think those 2 tiki torches is almost enough. Maybe I could add a couple more, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. We'll see what these guys do over here, but it's a pretty well lit area. Ooh, we have like no lighting on the actual park entrance here. That's a bit of a problem. I'll have to discuss this later with Batch, or I'll have to come back to it. Oh, I completely missed this as well. Oh, that's the sequencer that they were talking about. So they had an actual sequencer to trigger both of the flyers. Now I'm just kind of disregarding the sequencer entirely and just putting, I mean, that does add a little bit more lighting to this area, right? It's not too bad. I just feel like we need maybe 1 or 2 torches here, something to bring a little bit more light, or we could use an area light, right? Just add in an area light. In fact, maybe I'll do that now. There we go. Went with like a subtle yellowish orange tertiary light, and I think that brings a little bit more light to it. Even though it doesn't have a light source, it's better to have it than to not, and that doesn't look too bad at all. All right, so we've dealt with that. We taken a look at the tiki lighting. Sorry for those of you screaming in the comments before for the last video, but we're gonna get things going for the Christmas area. It should be, this is definitely one I don't want to forget the nighttime lighting on, because I'm assuming all of these builders included Christmas lights of some sort. So we're gonna kick things off, just working our way down the list. X01. Oh, these are also Christmas plots? Oh, look at that. Well, we're kicking things off with the little park entrance, the literal park entrance. This is the entrance to the Christmas area, signed to advanced builder Terra the Ref, and that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and see what Terra the Ref has done for us for the entrance to the Christmas Village. X01 Christmas Village. Here we go. Ah, no, they didn't use an alignment cue. We're gonna eyeball it. No alignment cube. No sink me, hide me signs. This lantern on the left, you got to make sure that's not floating, right? So I got to sink it down enough so that it's not floating, and that would also make the steps to these doorways seem proper. So we're just gonna... Oh my god, this music. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta make sure it's lined on the left and the right, but it's hard to do that because it's overstepping the pathway. So not using the alignment cube is a big no-no. Bit annoying, but if I leave a space for the neighbors, right? Equal space on either side, then that should make the most sense. And this path is still functional. All right, so I heard some Christmas carolers. I like the Christmas carolers. Batch might not, but I think we should keep it on loop. Is there a way for me to turn down the volume of them? We'll see, because I'm gonna pause it so I can hear myself think. I was talking in a previous episode that each of the areas of the park, no matter where you're standing, you can hear some music. This being the entrance, I don't really want to be in the fantasy area listening to like Christmas music, because these guys are actually pretty loud. So I am actually going to turn them on to stationary for now. And what we could do later on is add some sort of music, probably to this train station, if anything, because this is the most centralized thing. And then that way, when you're here, you hear the Christmas music, but not when you're outside in the fantasy area here. So either I'll reuse these Christmas carolers or just add in some speakers to what will become this area here. That way, when we're in the Christmas village, we hear some Christmas music, and I think that would be great. So looking at the build here, it's kind of interesting. You built like this what is this slate, this rock sleet kind of thing. This build, this pole here is not connecting to the top of your build. In fact, I would probably want it to run all the way up, but it doesn't. So we're just going to run it to here. Yeah, so it's got like this different white style here, but then this other Caribbean brick red and green, which honestly kind of reminds me of like, it looks like it's being like a present. It's like being wrapped, and then they just haven't finished wrapping the present yet. It's got an interesting build style to it. Although the only thing that's missing for me here is if it's a park entrance, it doesn't feel like one, right? There's no sign, and I if I'm not mistaken, now that I guess I can go back. Is there allowed to be a sign? Leveled from fantasy, No TMTK font, no exception. Very strange of Batch to say no exception for TMTK fonts. Yeah. I feel like we need a sign here. Christmas Village or Festive Village or something. So maybe that's something Batch can do, since he is in control of all the TMTK and what fonts are allowed and which ones are not. I don't even know if I'm subscribed to all the fonts, so we can probably incorporate that later. Build itself is looking pretty festive though, pretty welcoming. I think having some sort of sign up here or even just across the middle here to say, you know, welcome to the Christmas Village would be very fitting. A lot of different micro builds going on in here. We have a gingerbread shop with a gingerbread family. These are quite nice. I like this style that you got going on the backside more than the front side. Yeah, this is looking a little bit bare in comparison to this, but I guess it is what it is. Maybe the only thing it's missing here is like some trim work, something like that, because you have all this fancy trim work here. But I mean, it's pretty good. I really like the way these look though. You even have like little interiors on these, although that's a bit of a problem. Uh-oh, your building is got a hole in it. Is this one big piece? Can I just slide it over? That is just one big piece. So if I grab that plus the lights and just slide it over, I didn't get the lights. Should fix the hole in the wall. Yeah, I just slide the lights over now. There's this bit of a nub here now that's kind of exposed. Well, it's not too bad, that nub. I can leave that. But having that big hole in the wall is definitely a no-no for me. Is there any other holes or problems now that I've moved that? I don't think so. All right, well, just a small minor fix there. Look at this. Oh, you got more floaters back here. So you had like I don't know why you decorated all the back here. You can't really see the back, but you do have a floater here. So I probably don't need to bring the pillar over, but I do need to bring one of these pillar caps, because this thing is floating. but you won't see the pillar, but you would see the pillar cap. So a few minor mistakes or hiccups there. Not too bad. Always QA your stuff, guys, to take a double look at it over. But yeah, this is looking great. I like this little village back here. That is cozy. There's a lot of intricacies here. Something's missing for me on the front personally. I think maybe if once we get that font in here, your eyes will be drawn to a big bold font that says Xmas Village, and that should be more than enough. But the actual building itself here is feeling like it's lacking trim or a rooftop of some sort. It feels like, you know, there's like a really nice build going on here, and then it just stops. It just got forgotten about. Oh no, more broken pieces. Oh no. Okay, well, we can fix that. Okay, that is sorted out. Yeah, it's not too bad, though. I don't know what I would do to dress this up or fix it. That is not my focus here today. But I think, like as I said, if we bring in some Christmas Village font, it will draw your eyes to the actual font here itself and away from any hard edges or unfinished rooftop pieces there. I think maybe if we just finish this rooftop, that could fix it. Like, couldn't I just bring this rooftop over? Something like that, you know? 'Cause that solves the problem, doesn't it? I don't know. I think it needs to be finished here as well, though. Maybe like that. See? It feels like something was missing, and I feel like that kind of fixes it. And now with the font, yes, I'm very much okay with this. But the backside's now a problem for me. This is a new problem I have to fix. This was a non-issue for Terra. They just said forget about it. But yeah, you probably don't see that anyways. But you definitely see this, which I don't like. And I don't know what piece is supposed to fill that. I feel like it's supposed to be this piece, but it's not. But if I put that there and flip it, yeah, what the heck is going on there? What the heck is going on there? If I take these two pieces, split them from the group, I could probably just eyeball it into position, and that sort of fixes it. All right, it's not too bad. Maybe what we could have here is like a wreath. What's the Christmas one? Ah, it's listed under Holly. Holly Jolly Christmas wreath. I put one over here, add some decor to that, then maybe it solves this problem. There. We'll just put a couple random doodads there to clean up that bare naked wall. And I feel like that's a subtle improvement to what I was seeing, something strange happening there. You get a font in there, Christmas Village, I think we're good to go. Overall, a very solid build by Terra, regardless of the few things that I had to fix. I like it. It's come together quite nice. And yeah, that's a lot of time spent on the first one. So we got a lot to go through here today. So let's get over to the next one. And I'm going to save my game just in case because I did a bunch of changes. Terra the Ref, your name is there. And let's move on to the next build of the day, which is X02. I'm assuming it's one of these neighboring buildings, right? Right here, off in the corner. Another builder build. 300 pieces max. And this one, oh, a familiar name here. Not Dana XO. I believe this is it. Downtown Christmas Village on the workshop page says, feel the Christmas spirit as you walk through this downtown Christmas village. Includes Sugary Emporium to satisfy your holiday sweet tooth, as well as Mrs. Claus gift shop, Milk and Cookies Bakery, and a Christmas tree store. Wow. It's a whole shopping market all in one. I love it. I hope you enjoy and happy holidays from Dana. She used 299 of the 300 pieces. Very good. I'm going to leave this alignment cube here because I feel like this neighbor is supposed to use the same one. So we might have a few left over. All right, looking good, Dana. Good googly moogly. Got some lights there on the top, on the little windows. Lots of lights. We have lights within these wreaths. I didn't know that there was like lit wreaths and unlit wreaths. I can't speak. Yeah, there's like these ones and then there's the white ones. I guess you could recolor them, but here's the Sugary Emporium. We got like a texture bug going on over there. Should fix itself eventually. Let me put my reshade back on. Yeah, this is looking fantastic. Lots of different color variations. The trim work is really solid on this. The Christmas decor is really solid on this too. Even decorating the street lamps with little bows and wreaths there. Little bits of snow down below, which is a fun little touch. I really like that. Here we got the milk and cookies shop over there, and the Mrs. Claus gift shop, as well as the Christmas tree store. Very fun. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 big builds combined together to create like this row of Christmas villages. Even the top of the building is decorated with fancy little doodads there. I really appreciate those touches. You didn't really decorate the backside, which was smart. Don't build what you don't need to see, and we're not going to be able to see that. So very efficient. Consider you use 299 out of the 300. What one more piece could you add or take away? You absolutely nailed it. Wow. A perfect build, in my opinion. Yeah, I wouldn't change a thing. Really, really solid stuff. Last thing would be to do is to take a look at it at nighttime, which we will do in a bit. We have plenty more to build, but great job on this one, Not Dana XO. And we're going to give you a builder sign here. And Dana has definitely participated in this project quite a bit. I think we're going to put this build sign over here in the corner by the snow. And let's get your name on there. Not Dana XO. There you go. XO3 is next by Jolly Helix. It's a holly jolly builder here. And let's see what they got for us. It's a toilet shop. And where are you? Big old corner build. Oh, weird. What I see in the Steam page looks slightly different than what I'm seeing here. There's like some snow there. I guess when I drop it down, we might see snow come up here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's actually a fun little touch. And yeah, this is neat. Let's place this down. So this one also has a sugary emporium, but not really. Oh, interesting. They didn't say anything on the workshop, but they said 150 pieces out of 150. Just like Dana, nailing the utilization of your part count. This is an extraordinarily detailed build. Lots going on, and not a piece more or less would I have used. The snow that came from the actual mountain was utilized in the build here to create a snow pileup, but you purposely angled your buildings to make that happen. That is like extremely smart in my opinion. This was created by Darren the artist on Steam, but their Discord name is Jolly Helix. I like that you decided to turn these two buildings just to get the snow pile, but the turning of the buildings really opened up this corner. It really opened it up, and it created a lot more depth back here, a lot more interesting open feel. In fact, we could probably go ahead and add like a little Christmas fountain here in the center now. I think that would be really nice to add something there because it's opened up. If you didn't do that, I would just say like it'd be like a little crampy back here, but it's a lot more open, and I would love to see a little Christmas fountain here. Your build style just so happens to flow with Dana's over here, and while Dana has the Sugary Emporium here that you could buy stuff, you actually have the Sugary Emporium, what do you call it, plankification, the what do you call it? Merchandising, right? You have the merchandising. This is a bug with PlanCo. I'm getting a lot of low-res textures right now that aren't loading in for some reason. But yeah, that's what's happening there. The LODs are loading in. They're popping in too close. So they're making candy canes out of candy goop. I like that. So this plankification is generally what I like to see when we're making our shops. So now that I see this here, my critique to Dana would have been to, why didn't you do that? but your neighbor did it for you. You have the Sugar Emporium here, but the actual factory for said Sugar Emporium is here, and then this is the vendor distribution. So I definitely probably would have included one of these Sugar Emporium signs. Let's see what they have. So just for those of you sugary, okay, so all they have is this little guy. I think Dana, you had one piece left over, and I said I wouldn't add or remove a single piece. Wrong. I'm gonna add a menu. right outside your building here. So now you have exactly whatever you had, 300 out of 300. So that's one place that you can get the merchandise. But if we go over here, sugary, you're going to get a lot more of this stuff. So, you know, we could have, that's massive. That's also massive. Oh my God. Okay, I can see why you didn't use these, Dana. These are humongous. The awning might have worked okay here, but maybe not really. The door, the ribbon. If I sink this in and move it, can I get this? I don't think I can get this to work. Unless I went up. No, it's not working for me. So I can see why you didn't use that. Or that. Yeah, the only one that I could see working is maybe this guy on like the side of your building. You know, like if we were to rotate it and then bring it out, all right? But it doesn't show it on the backside. So what you'd have to do is place it, rotate it, bring it in just a pixel off. I don't know if this is the right piece to be using here, but I'll just jam it in the wall there and then color it like purple or something. And I lost it. There. Now it has something holding it to the wall. I can bring it out a little bit more. There we go. Now we got a little bit of signage for the actual Sugary Emporium here. Some, what do you call, plankification. But then we also have the factory over here as well. So a couple extra pieces that I added in to plankify, I guess, the builds a little bit. But also not necessary. I think I do want to lower it a little bit, though. Well, maybe not. Maybe. There. I like it was like slightly too high. Bit better. Cool. Back to this build by Mr. Jolly Helix. I love it. I love the Sugary Emporium factory that pairs well with Sugary Emporium outlets, or what do you call it, little vendor here. What's this? Prancer's Provisions? That's cool. The church is great. We have plenty of... It's a church bathroom. the chapel. It's we have plenty of little churches in this park now, don't we? I love it. Very good. Yeah, really solid builds so far. I gotta say, between the three that we've placed down, I've made a couple tiny adjustments to a couple of them, but only because I could see it was an easy improvement or an easy fix. And these builds so far have been really great for the kind of beginner and builder levels. Very, very solid creations. This Christmas village is shaping up to be something quite special. So next up we have X03. Wait, we just placed X03 and I didn't put the builder sign in, so let me do that as well. Jolly Helix, there you go. Very cool. I buried it in the snow. I like that. Fits good there. And we're moving on to the next one, which is actually not ready, but we have X06, which is ready. Do we have 5 that's ready? No, we don't. 6. Which one's 6? I think we're moving up into the Christmas village for this one. Whoa, this big guy. Very interesting volume cube. A cylindrical shape to it. Challenging, but set to an advanced level builder. And it was taken out by Abigail. Abby. Okay, Abby taking a challenging blueprint for us here today. And X06. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. Let's see if we can fit it to the cube here first. Okay, did she follow the interesting shape? It's kind of like a wrapping facade. We go ahead and delete that. And look at that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not too bad. So I think the ride comes up through here and goes around this Christmas tree. So this is kind of a simulation of what it would be like to go through there. We got this little Christmas wall, all these decorations, plenty of Christmas trees, some carolers there, a cute blue snowy looking building over here in a very difficult and challenging arcing shape. But I think Abby pulled it off quite good. Covered in Christmas lights as well. Red and white is the choice there on a blue and white building. No, that's quite nice. And then we got this funny rocket-shaped building here. That's quite fun. Covered in wreaths. No, it's another solid build. This Christmas village is shaping up quite quickly. Yeah, I'm liking it. So we could just keep on plugging away. Let me place this in park and then get your name in here. I find it kind of funny that Abby is changing how she spells her name for every one of these builds. Abigail. Next up is X07 by Tove. We don't really have an alignment cube nearby, so this one should be interesting. I might have to keep the volume cube there. X07 by Tove. Where are you? This little guy here. Okay, so you use the nearby alignment cube. That's good. Very good. Okay. Well, I can immediately see that you're much smaller than you needed to be. If we delete your cube here, it's could have been a bit of a longer building, but it kind of works. I think what we could do is just wedge in some plants, a couple shrubs there. But from the perspective of the ride, I always say you don't need to build what you don't see. We barely would notice it, right? So I don't think it's too much of a problem, but I definitely think we can put a tree in there, some shrubs. Let's see what the backside looks like, because it does give you a double pass. There we go. Presents and nutcrackers. It's a solid build. It's cute. Little rectangle shape. You got the Christmas decorations on there. Not mad at it. Pretty good for a beginner builder. Does seem like the beginner builders struggle to fit that volume cube. But what you didn't struggle with is getting the art style of a Christmas village down. You built your little alpine build here. You covered it in Christmas lights and wreaths, and you got a little star there. And I like this little opening on the back. Very fun. Awesome. Really good stuff there by our builder Tove here today. And I think Tove has also made something else in the park that we've seen already from them. So we're getting a lot of names reappearing. Let's go ahead and put your name in. There you are, Tove. Oh, wow. Tove is also the next one. And that would be X10. X10. This guy over here. Okay. Again. Struggles trying to fit that volume cube and also fit the volume cube in the volume cube's allotted location. This is on the snowy mountain, so I am kind of curious to see how this shapes out. It's that's the build. Completely swallowed by the volume cube. Toink. How many pieces did you have? 50? All right. Well, it makes sense that it's like getting covered from the avalanche. The house is going to be buried. Oh my god, it's adorably small. I'm not mad at it. It's cute. It's very cute. Yep. It looks like you use a lot less than 50 though. I mean, if we can do a count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, about 30. But it's cute. It's just getting swallowed and sucked in by the mountain there. I'm not mad at it. It's cute. It's adorable. Good job, Tove. You were also this build here, so I might as well just reuse the sign. The sign is bigger than your build. We're gonna tuck it off in this side here where to help fill out your volume cube a little bit. There we go. Build by Tove. Nice. All right. Well, we can just keep on keeping on. Next up is Kiara. Taking a beginner build here with 70 pieces is X11. X11 is right next to Tove. And let's see what Kiara has done for us here today. It's a small church. We have so many churches in this park. It's crazy. All right, so you're also sharing a volume cube with Tove, so we'll make sure to not delete volume cubes and bring this in. I think that's about right. Pretty good. Oh, there's our church. Boop. These are tiny builds. I'm going to blame Batch maybe, because these cubes are so big, and then he's like 70 pieces, right? If you were to build up a big building like this, you need more decorations to decorate it. So these builders are making them small purposely because there's not a lot of room for detail otherwise. So they're tiny, they're quaint, but I was hoping that this one would be bigger to kind of fill in the space that's missing here from Tove's build. We'll have to wait and see what this one's like. But if they're all small here, it's going to be a little bit of a naked open area. But it kind of makes sense with all the open mountains here. So I'm actually okay with this. I'm okay with these buildings being a little bit tinier. This is an adorable little church. It does the job. This must be like our 6th church in this park. So if you need somewhere to go pray, there's a church at every corner, and even a massive one back here. There's a lot. No, nothing wrong with that, though. All right, great job on this one, Kiara. It's cute, it's cozy, it's festive. I love it. It's nice. All right, well, these have been tiny, so we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Let me get a sign in for Kiara. Again, the signs are massive in comparison, so we're gonna stuff these up on the hill and put your name on that. Kiara. There you go. Cute. Next up is Sander taking X12. Whoa, that is a big one. 220 pieces. That's a challenging build for 220, especially with the shape of it all. Let's see what you got going on here for us. Look at that. And you're using the volume cube off to the side. So I'll make sure to adjust over here. All right. Look at that. You can see how good you filled the volume cube. That's very, very accurate. And it's a challenging style because of the kind of like the castle-y bits that Batch put into the cube. But you got like this whole Santa's little workshop going on in here with conveyor belts and stuff. Wow. So there's candy passing through these departments and presents coming out the other side. That's fun. Some presents back here on the walls. Some candy canes. Oh, this guy's sad that his buddy melted. He's cleaning it up. Oh, he's still happy about it though. That's adorable. Oh my god. And we're having a candy vacation over here. That's great. Solid build. I love the fun little scenes that you built in there. That's fun for the kind of like going up the hill. This is kind of like a dark ride, right? So we get things to look at on the left and right as we're coming through here, both with this one here and this one here. Staggered too. So when there's nothing to look at here, we can look over here and so on and so forth. So very smart builds, you guys. This is looking good. Little gingerbread top on this as well. Great Christmas decorations. This one might be lacking in the Christmas light department though. I would have said that if you needed more pieces to get the Christmas lights on, I would have given it to you for sure. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't have any Christmas lights, this one. It's a bit sad, but if all of your neighbors have Christmas lights, then it shouldn't matter too much. But I guess I could add some in. We'll see. If this area comes a little bit too dark when I eventually ride the ride at night, I'll add some in. It's not too bad. So let's go ahead and get you a builder sign in here. I'm gonna tuck it off on the back side here, or I guess like the side. Yeah, because it's kind of narrow going through there, and this is a little bit more open. So our builder for this one was Sanders, or Sander. There you go, Sander. Another name I recognize. I'm pretty sure we put some of their builds in the park already. We can put this as placed in park. Try to look at the time and how much we have left for the next video. So I think we can place one more, and I'll save the last one by Coaster Croots. Again, Coaster Croots. We'll save theirs for later, the next episode. Winter Dino on Steam. Winterly. I think Winterly was in the last couple episodes. They did something in Tiki Land over there. 2 builds, if I remember correctly. And what do we got here from Winterly? X14. This big one. Holy moly. Here we are. Wowzers. Let's try to align this one. This one's a little bit harder to slide in because the angle and the axis is so wonky. But I think we got it. Oh, big green building. Boop. Wow. I love the colors on this. The red and green, big alpine sloped rooftops. You did the icicles dripping off of it. Very vibrant, even though it's like a little bit, darker wood paint. It's vibrant with all the white highlights. I really like that. The Christmas lights are really popping here. So as I was saying, well, this one forgot the lights entirely. This one did not, except for one building has it and the other doesn't, now that I'm looking at it. You probably ran out of pieces and said, I just won't put Christmas lights on this one. But I do think these wreaths light up at night, so it shouldn't be too bad. It should technically have some light there. But you had to build this big foundation. I don't know what this snow glob is. Oh, I see. You covered up your, you can see this flaw here, so I'll cover that up. Very smart. Stairs working up there. Yeah, I could see the challenge of getting this foundation to work. If we make stairs here, it'll go onto the pathway. But yeah, it's a challenging slope. I think he nailed it though. I think coming through here on the dark ride, it should look fine. We're probably going to be looking over at this stuff anyways, but very tall building. And I like how it like kind of cascades down in between the peaks of this building here. The level design that Batch thought up for this is coming together quite nicely. So yeah, I'm looking at my recording. It says 55 minutes with editing, probably a lot less. And I want to give you guys hour-long videos because I know you like them that long. But if they're shorter, they're shorter. And Winterly, you are in. I do have one more I could place, but because we're coming up on an hour now, I think it's fine to save that for a future episode. What we need to do is look at everything at nighttime. It's Christmas time. I will push play on this because some of these sparkle. That's looking pretty nice. It might be a little bit on the dim side. I don't know where the lights are hidden, but I could have probably lit that up a little bit more. I think it's just getting the light from down below. So maybe an area light in there. We'll see. Once we get the sign, Xmas Village sign on there, those might light up themselves. So that'll definitely draw more attention to it and light up the area a bit more. But lots of fun Christmas lights here using the rainbow Christmas lights. And what do we got going on here? Ooh, loving the way it looks over here. All the white lights. This is really nice. Really, really solid stuff. Lighting in this area is impeccably well done. Great job to these builders over in this corner. And then we have to hop on over. And here we go. More lights here. Oh yeah, I guess the ride comes up this way. This is also very well lit and not overly lit. Abby has definitely come leaps and bounds in their ability to light things nice and softly. Head on up here. Oh, that's adorable. Perfect. The builder sign is brighter than your actual build, but hidden in the snow there, that's quite okay. That's also nice. So yeah, this side could use some lighting, but we'll see what happens when this build comes in. It really depends. So I might come back to this and add a few lights in later as a final touch. But this is quite nice. And then again, a little bit on the dimmer side here. So, but I like that. I also like it. If we can get a few lights on this one here, then this whole row should be lit up. So as a final pass, I might add some final Christmas lights there. But overall, really good job. It's feeling very festive, very Christmassy. I like it a lot. Amazing builds here today. We did a lot of them, a great handful. My favorite area of this whole episode, we're going to give it to this little Christmas corner with Dana and Jolly Helix combined. I think the two of your builds combined together cohesively and create a really cozy corner. I really like the way that this looks and feels. It's fantastic. That's my favorite thing of this episode. I didn't really say what my favorite thing was for the last episode, but I'm going to give it up to Winterly for these two builds here, with the addition of AKA Superman tying it up. So I really like how this cozy corner turned out. It's pretty fantastic. So that's just a shout out to the last episode because I didn't really mention it there. So great job on this one here today. You guys have really made the Christmas Village come to life. If the next ones come in when we next revisit the Winter Village, I'm gonna wait until I have all of the final 6. So we have this one, and then these 4 up top. So when we get all of these in, we'll revisit, slam in the boarding station for this, all of the decorations, and we'll maybe do some final polish, add some lights or something, but then we can give that Christmas sleigh ride a go. Ride through the fully themed Christmas Village and give this a little bit of a walk around to seal the deal, concluding the entire Christmas Village area in only 2 episodes. Very nicely done. But you guys did a fantastic job on the Christmas Village. I love the way they look. It's really nice. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. What did you think? Throw your comments down below. And what are we moving on for the next one? I don't know. I'll leave that a mystery for now. And I'll see you all in the next Project PlanCo video. Bye now.